What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the second episode of Hey Anthony, Hey Derek.
Hey there.
How you going?
That's all right. How you doing?
Oh, I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Louisville won yesterday.
Nice.
Very exciting. Let's talk about that. Um, another crazy thing that happened in college football. So Louisville won, beat a top 10 team. That's very exciting for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love this for you.
Yeah, my emotions are too tied up into it. But yeah,
I mean, it's okay. You're allowed to have this.
Yeah. But so anyway, Michigan State and Michigan also played each other.
Mhm.
They're rivals. Michigan kind of just beat up Michigan State. I mean, it wasn't even close.
Yeah.
And then so college football is a very big sport. In the tunnels leading up to the locker rooms, there's a lot of media, a lot of people trying to get quotes, a lot of cameras, everything. So what happened after the game is that about 10, 15 ish Michigan State players decided it would be a good idea to jump two of the Michigan players.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were just like, I mean, they were on the ground and they were like, people just wailing on them, like curb stomping them, right?
Damn. Okay.
It's silly because it's over a game, right?
Well, it's a little silly. Yeah.
It's silly because all the media.
Hmm.
So they're on camera being recorded doing all of this. And to top it off, the little cherry on top, they're all wearing jerseys. Each person,
Each is identifiable.
yes, they all have their last names written on
It could not be more. Come on. Come on. Any thought at all?
them. It's like me, like that. You have no evidence. That's me. Like you're wearing a name tag. It says Anthony Turner.
What?
I'm
That
an.
couldn't be me though. You know how common my first and last name is? It couldn't be me.
They caught you in 4K.
Well, you were racially the person looked really racially ambiguous, so spotted you pretty quickly.
That guy's Cuban. That's not me.
Couldn't be that guy. No,
No,
I'm Japanese, and anything else that's not what you think it is.
just spin the roulette wheel and throw it in there.
Yeah, I'm that whatever that lands on.
Yeah,
Damn, that's some messed up stuff. That's
it's
also really funny.
it's so I read the article before I saw the video.
Naturally,
Oh wow, I was like, that's kind of wild. They just assaulted two people, and then like the police are involved and everything. I was like, that's crazy. And then I saw the video, and then I saw all their names, and I was like, well, they're gonna get expelled from school now, and most likely go to prison.
yes,
Yeah, but
yes.
that seems a little short-sighted.
You mean like the article, like the way it was written?
Just no, the players jumping them. It seems a little short-sighted.
Oh, there was obviously zero thought. I mean, you could have put more planning into that. I mean, like like if you're gonna do it, then like do it. You know what I mean? Don't half-ass it.
Yeah, wait for them outside the stadium.
Yeah.
They were in, they were at Michigan, so they
Mhm.
could have gone back to their dorms.
Yeah.
They actually couldn't have. The teams rushed the players onto the buses pretty quickly after it's done. But
Nice. Well, I mean, I think they just saw their opportunity and they just tried to. I got to get it in now. You know.
got to get these hood tendencies out.
Not the hood tendencies.
Yeah.
Leave that
Look,
alone.
they were close to Detroit. I'm sure
Oh,
some.
hell no.
Yeah.
Oh no, not Detroit. Let's. They didn't need to do it, bro. And yeah, here we are, suffering the consequences.
Anyway, anything going on with you?
Uh, um, no, not anything particular. Um, went to a bar last night. Uh, with a friend or two. Had dinner as well. Good time, good time, solid. Drank a little too much. Not in the sense of like, getting drunk or whatever. I got a little tip. I just mean like today, just feeling kind of,
Yeah.
and
Right afterwards.
yeah, just kind of like I just feel a little sick, just like a little bit. Otherwise, nah, that was about it. It was a nice time. I don't have much going on. Teaching dance sometimes.
Yeah. You're not a big drinker, so that's a little shocking to me.
Yeah, well, because the time I knew you, or and like met everybody else, it was like I wasn't like drinking at all.
Yeah.
Um, but I've started to do it a bit more socially now.
Yeah.
And I'll do like a little bit here and there, but otherwise, like I keep it pretty tame. I'm not into it like that.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't drink a lot. But whenever I do drink, I cut myself off at 2 drinks. Uh,
Yeah.
which again, that was after school. You saw me with a little more than 2 drinks than me.
I have. It was interesting to say the least.
Yeah.
Well, that's what was so surprising when I had come over to your place and you have like these different, was it whiskeys?
Yeah, bourbon.
Yeah, bourbons there, and I'm just like, what is this? I'm like, is he an alcoholic? He just like, Derek, do you need to talk about this?
I mean, most of them were unopened.
Yeah, no, and I kind of noticed that too, but I think it was just the initial shock of like, oh, I didn't expect him to like be down like that, but okay.
You see a wall of like hard liquor, you're gonna be like, well,
Well, something's going on.
I've got a feeling me and several other friends are gonna be talking to him about this later.
I'm saying have an intervention.
Yeah, but no, I just yeah, I find bourbon very interesting. I collect it.
The way I would trap you is just like right outside your house, just like bourbon after bourbon up to the door. Like, ooh, some bourbon.
Oh, shot.
Ooh, a shot. Like, there's just for intervention. You're already like half drunk by the time you're there.
Yeah, I really of emphasis for this intervention. I want to let everyone know I'm not drunk now.
Look, I'm looking right to your brother. I think this was a bad idea.
You guys can get mad at me all you want. I'm not drunk now.
I'm totally good. I'm totally good. No.
Anyway, should we talk about what we plan to talk about? We actually have a plan this time.
We do. We do have a plan this time. Uh, which one you want to start with? Any of them or?
Yeah, let's start out with uh talking about how we feel our first episode went.
Yeah. Um, so the way the way I felt like the first episode went, it felt very much like a first episode.
Yeah.
Um, I feel much more natural right now than I did before, but I think it's just kind of like the initial thing. Um, and it was like trying to do something and trying to do something, you feel an empty space, trying to fill a void, and you're not quite sure how to do that. But then you kind of learn over time. So I think it was a first episode.
Yeah, I would agree with that. We definitely um I mean, well, I was editing it, watching back. I was like, man, I take a lot of long pauses. Like, there's a lot of dead air.
I do kind of notice that.
Well, so here's the thing. I do that already when I,
Yeah.
yeah, I talk slowly. I don't, so there was this, I don't even remember what like channel it was on YouTube.
Mhm.
It was kind of like after BuzzFeed had hit its like peak popularity, like 2014, 15.
Yeah.
There were like several other like, oh, we can do the BuzzFeed formula, like channels popping up on YouTube. They just like several types of those channels. And there was one of them, they had this like recurring series of like, we ask people from all 50 states what their blank is. Or,
Okay.
and the one that I had uh, clicked on specifically was we ask people from all 50 states what their state accent is,
Okay.
which is a state accent. Like some states are really big. Like you can have like New York. A New York City accent is very different from like Buffalo.
Right.
Like Buffalo is pretty close to Chicago. That's kind of like a Great Lakes accent.
Mhm.
So I was curious. I was watching it, through, and then the person from Kentucky was like, I don't know. I mean, I guess we don't really have much of an accent. I've been told we talk slow.
You kind of have a bit of that southern drawl there, you know.
Yeah. And then I never noticed it. And then I remember the next day I told Will.
Mhm.
I was like, yeah, apparently people say an accent from Kentucky is just talking slow, and he started dying laughing. I was like, "Do I talk slow?" And he goes, "Yeah."
Yeah,
So yeah, I've ever since then I've noticed it. I definitely take pauses,
yeah.
and I don't know why, but like when I was editing, I was like, "Oh,
I personally have always attached that to I mean, you're from the South, and my grandmother is from Kentucky too. I have family there. And she's always said to me before that I talk quickly. So that makes sense. First off, but second off, I've always attached it to since you're so in like comedy and like to do like stand up and jokes like that, like you're kind of just like giving those pauses, giving those spaces. Now, I don't know if that's actually true, but it's just what I've always personally thought.
I mean that could be part of it." I don't talk. Well, okay, so here's the thing. Well, you say I'm from Kentucky. I am. I'm from Louisville.
Yeah.
Uh, in the city, people still think I talk slow. If
Yeah.
I'm outside of the city, I'm pretty normal,
Okay.
which is a little weird.
So you don't even fit in from where you're from in regards to talking.
Is in regards to the talking, no. But
Yeah. Interesting.
yeah, I don't know. My dad's from Henry County, which is even further outside of Louisville.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I guess he does have more of an accent than me, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I've always talked like this. It could partially be because I see how comedians take pauses, like allow room for breath, you know,
Yeah.
let
That's
the audience catch up. But
absolutely that's what I've always thought. Um
I think it's just because I'm South, man.
oh well, I think it is from you from the South. I'm saying that's like a small part of it. I think it's majorly from the South, but I've always attached to that in my mind.
Yeehaw.
Yep. That's
In Kentucky though, it's like Texas or something. I don't
yeah.
know.
So I mean, what's the difference? You know? They're only like in two different locations. But like what's the difference?
Yeah,
It's fine.
not much else, right?
No. But overall, yeah, I think it's just like a first episode, you know.
Yeah,
Then we're gonna find our own vibe with it. Do you feel me?
yeah. I think we picked it up at the end. Um,
I
one
agree.
thing, one thing that I noticed that lasted throughout
Hmm.
was if you go back and watch it, we're recording this on Zoom. Your name on Zoom is Anthony T. My
Yeah.
name was my email address.
Well,
Oh.
that's a good thing we don't have like a big audience. Otherwise, that'd be a huge problem.
Well, so here's the thing. You
Yeah.
can look up analytics. Random people did see it and click on it.
Really?
Yeah, they didn't watch too far. They always only got about halfway through.
I don't blame me.
But I think they're not interested in emailing me.
No, but it just sounds like there's a scheme in the making with that.
A steam in the making?
A scheme,
Scheme.
not a steam. That sounds like something totally different.
Yeah, I was like, I don't have any clue what a steam in the making is.
Maybe like on the toilet.
A steamer.
Yeah, like that. I don't know. I wasn't trying to make a joke. I said scheme. You know what? It's fine. Anyway, yeah, a scheme in the making.
I don't know what they're scheme for. Like, let me email this guy who's too stupid to take his email off of his Zoom and put it on the internet, which lives forever, by the way,
Yeah, only forever. It's fine.
only forever. Uh, but
Did you change it?
I changed it for this one. Yeah.
Okay, good. I was like, I noticed it. I just didn't do anything about it.
You noticed it?
No, I didn't. I'm saying from speaking from your perspective, like yeah, I saw it, but I was like, whatever.
Well, I didn't notice until afterwards.
Hmm.
And then now it's still up there, right? As we speak. I have to I think you can go through on YouTube and like blur things out.
Yeah,
I have to try and do that now. I have to learn how to do that.
that sounds a little obnoxious,
Yeah.
but it must be done.
Yeah, I don't want to get emails 5 years down the road from people.
That
About
would be pretty good. Unless they're offering you millions of dollars, to which then you should obviously respond.
yeah. 5 years from now, I'm like, hey, what's up, man? I've been getting a lot of emails from Nigerian princes recently.
Yeah. I like, oh, really?
I don't know how many royal families they have. It's a lot of Nigerian princes.
Damn. I mean, I think you should really take that hookup.
Yeah.
I'm sure it won't fuck you in the end.
They sound like they're in need.
They're in need?
Yeah. Oh,
They're
they
princes. What?
I don't know. Must have fallen on hard times.
Maybe they're in need of a servant white boy. Who knows?
I can provide.
He said, I can provide. Why are you so okay with that?
They're royalty. I don't know. We serve.
You know, that's true. You know, you're serving a good cause, maybe.
Yeah. Okay, so here's another thing.
Okay.
We don't have an audience yet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just people we tell about this.
Right.
However, I feel like eventually we'll have an audience. We'll eventually get to like, I don't know, 50 subscribers.
Yeah, like 10 people or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to give them a name, right?
Oh, we're starting that pretty early, huh?
I was thinking serfs.
I need you to explain yourself right now.
Wanted to grade them as all.
That's so bad.
I want them to know their place.
Okay.
And it doesn't mean we're not serfs. We're just upper echelon of serf.
Upper echelon.
Serf.
Okay. So two things. One, I respect the I'm asserting dominance immediately.
Yeah.
The second thing is, could you please explain to me the meaning of what a serf is?
A serf is like a slave, basically. They're an indentured servant, but it was like during Russia.
Okay, gotcha.
I think it was Russia. That was their term for slaves at the time. Serfs.
Great. So, yeah, no, when you put it like that, I think that's a great name
Yeah.
for the audience, and definitely isn't weird at all.
No, doesn't create a strange power dynamic.
No, no, it's fine.
Really lets them know I'm down to earth.
Yeah, you're very down to earth, and like part of me is kind of having like an ancestral problem, but like it's fine.
Yeah. Which part of you?
Oh, the one that I will not say. So, I'm gonna sit on this ambiguous wheel for a minute.
My lizard side.
Don't bring that up.
My reptilian side.
Don't. We said we wouldn't talk about that. Don't do that to me.
Oh, right.
Because us humans
Yes.
are totally human.
Mm-hmm. And I love marshmallows.
Mm. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Yeah, me too. Me too. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
What? Nah, no, it's fine. It's fine. God, I wish I could just pull that off one time, just around somebody, just obviously just see me, my eyes just close this way.
Blink sideways.
Yeah, and then be like, what the?
I saw a video on YouTube.
Hmm,
I like to click on videos that are like under a minute.
okay.
There was one who was like Mark Zuckerberg on a live stream addresses rumors that he's a lizard person.
Oh God.
All right, okay. And he was just like doing the one of the first, I guess, live streams on Facebook or something. I don't know what it was. I don't know what the context was, but he was like, fun things about doing live Q&As like this is you get a lot of good questions. This one is, Mark, can you address the rumors head on that you're a lizard person? And he goes, and then he looks off, and then he looks back and he's like, I'm gonna have to say no to that one. lizard person. And then one of the top comments was, it was like, Mark looks off to the side, lizard overlords, shake head. Mark looks back. I'm gonna have to say no to that one.
Because it's so obvious.
It's so good.
Dude, just say it. Just say it so we can all just be ready, okay? God, I love to hate it. I really do.
Some people are so funny, man.
Dude, I love me a funny ass YouTube comment. I am not gonna lie.
And it's a skill that I don't think I possess. I don't comment on videos, so I don't there's no practice there, but
But I'm like, sometimes you see one, I'm like, how could I even top it? It's so good. I'm like, for no reason.
and it's like this guy probably is like an engineer.
Yeah,
Isn't It's just like blowing off some steam watching YouTube. Just decide to leave a funny joke.
yeah.
He doesn't need to be that funny.
I just hope to be that funny one day. That's my bar, to be as funny as the YouTube comments.
To be as funny as the comments on the Ignition remix.
Yeah, oh god. I don't even know if I want to look those up.
Pretty good.
Still my jam. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a
Still my
great
jam.
it really is.
Great song. Support the song. That's where it stops right there. Just the song.
Yeah.
And we had another thing,
Yeah, this
right?
transition, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which was
Kanye West.
oh, that's right, with Kanye West.
Yeah.
See,
You
so
listen to his music?
do I listen to his music? Is that what you said? Uh, yeah, I do. I do listen to his music.
It's great.
It is great music.
Some of it.
Some of it.
I mean, some of it's bad. It's like any artist, really.
Well, I mean, like, yeah, some of it's gonna be bad, but more often than not, the man's making hits. I think he's definitely one of the I don't want to say that like greatest producers, um,
Yeah, for sure.
like of all time, for sure. Definitely a generation defining music maker, rapper, those kinds of things. Um, yeah, and then then he's having a certain thing going on right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A certain thing.
yeah, like it's a small thing. It's a small thing. Okay, so I tried looking it up, right?
Yeah.
Because all I've heard is that he said these things, but like I don't know specifically what he said, right? And so I was just trying to like look it up and being like, all right, what did he say exactly? And I don't think the interview is up anymore. And if it is, then I was looking in the wrong places. Um,
Was it in an interview that he said, or was it just like a rambling of tweets?
it it seemed like some of them were in tweets, but I thought there was an interview where he said something else.
I mean, I'm sure. I'm sure there
Yeah,
was. But
because in the tweet, so the tweets are obviously recorded. It was like DEFCON 3 on like Jewish people,
yeah.
but like, and he's like, I can't be anti-Semitic because Jews are also black, something like that.
Mhm. Classic.
And I don't even know what to make of that part of the statement. I really don't. Um,
It's like there's so much here. I gotta pick and go.
like I have to have a lot of research into every single sentence that's being formed now.
I'm gonna go there. Tackle that one head on.
Yeah, I gotta address one of these at a time. This is gonna take 4 podcasts to go through. um, but no, it seemed to me like he was trying to say it not about the group of people, but about specific Jewish people that he had encountered, and um, and he was trying to. I recall seeing something about how the what Jewish people or how they are in the like music industry or like with entertainers, with the kind of power they have in there and things like that. So what it seemed to me in my conclusion here before you can just go in is that it came off to be more anti-Semitic than what it was, if that makes any sense at all.
It does make sense. I don't. Uh, so here's my thing. You said
Please.
I only got the highlights of it. I didn't like look into it. I just saw his tweets and everything like that.
Right.
And I saw a clip from his podcast, which apparently has a podcast.
Is a podcast?
Yeah, apparently.
What?
Yeah.
All right, I'm like looking at it later. Okay.
Um, I saw the DEFCON 3 of Jews. I thought that he can't be anti-Semitic because black people are also Jewish, or Jewish
Mhm.
people are also black. I don't know what he
Yeah,
said.
one of the two.
I'm sure they're interchangeable. But I feel like you said he's probably talking specifically about certain Jewish people he knows. Is that worse, maybe, than talking about the entire Jewish population? Because if it's only the Jewish people he knows, he's like, I'm gonna go to DEFCON 3 on the Jews I know because
Right.
that's what I can do.
Right.
So I feel like there's an argument to be made that it's worse. I'm not saying it is, could be,
No, that's totally fair.
but so on his podcast, he said, what did he say? He said that he's very aware of what he was doing. Like he's very, very aware of it.
Yeah.
Because at the time of, I guess, him recording this podcast, Adidas still hadn't dropped him yet as a business partner, which is ridiculous. It's taking too long. I'm actually wearing Adidas right now. Fun fact.
Oh, so am I. Nice.
Wow, look at that. Adidas sponsor us.
Sponsor us. We're definitely not racist at all or anything,
We're not lizard people either.
or anti-Semitic.
Yes.
We're also very likable. Please sponsor us. Um,
Handsome.
yes, that's the word.
Yes.
We're incredibly handsome.
He on his podcast, he said, I can say anti-Semitic things and Adidas won't drop me.
Yes, I have heard that.
Can't drop me. He said that on his podcast.
Yep.
So he knows what he was doing. And then his Adidas dropped him. And then he went into Skechers.
Yeah, and then they kicked him right out of there and said no.
That's so funny to me.
So, but there, no, that's kind of funny. I'm not even gonna lie. Well, I guess what I also want to try to bring up is people seem to be bringing up. I don't want to say it's an argument, but bringing up him before when he was talking about like slavery is a choice, and these two, three other things about like black people and stuff like that. And nobody was trying to drop him when he was saying those things, is what these people are trying to bring up. And I find that to be interesting. I don't really have a comment or like a thought on it, just that it's interesting.
Yeah, it definitely is. I feel like it's noteworthy.
Yeah.
Um, because I mean you can make the argument that Jewish people often look white. So
Sure. Lighter skinned.
they can get more favorable treatment at times. I Let me tell you, I'm not Jewish, but I often get mistaken for Jewish.
Yes.
I can speak from firsthand experience.
Mhm.
Anti-Semitism, boy, is it a thing.
Oh, it's definitely a thing.
Boy, is it a thing. I think it's a little silly. Also, like, I mean, it definitely is something to like note. It's something. It's not nothing.
Yeah, I don't think it's nothing.
Yeah, and so, um, like, but I don't think you should play king of the hill of oppression.
I
You know,
agree.
like Jewish people started the what is it, NAACP, right? That's the acronym.
Yeah.
Yeah, they started the NAACP with black people. They like a collective of Jewish people and a collective of black people got together and started it. together. So they've been fighting for the same thing for a long time. As far as like him talking about like Jewish people like in like executive roles in
Mm.
music, um, I think it just happens to be that there was some Jewish people that like some people that were Jewish that rose to prominence in certain industries, and people are people. If you give them money and power, most
Yeah.
of the time they're going to get pretty greedy.
No, I totally agree with that.
I don't think it like I don't think it matters at all that they were Jewish. I think Kanye was just being uh, a little insane. Also, it bled into the NBA. Fun fact.
That was it.
Yeah, I don't know if you know who Kyrie Irving is.
I've heard this name.
Kyrie Irving's dumb.
Okay.
He's really good at basketball, but
Okay.
he pretty famously refused to get vaccinated recently.
Okay.
Um, he also, I think, like just on Friday, tweeted out his support for a movie that's like 3 or 4 years old at this point. That was based off of a book that's like 7 years old at this point.
Mm.
Um, and the movie and the book are I don't know the exact title, but I'm paraphrasing here. The movie and the book are called Hebrews to Negroes.
God, I love this already. Please keep going.
Yeah, if you couldn't guess, they're both very, very anti-Semitic.
No.
Yeah,
No, there's no way. With that title,
yeah, no, it's just a smidge.
this
Just
is
uh, but yeah. So he tweeted that the team he plays for, the Brooklyn Nets, they were like, "This is wrong."
mhm.
Didn't do anything else. Kyrie Irving came out and was like, "I'm not anti-Semitic, but I'm also not going to delete my tweets."
I'll wait for the butt.
He's like, "You should go watch this movie. It's cool. It's got some really good ideas in it."
Oh yeah,
I don't know if he said that exactly, but I imagine that's the gist of what he says.
that's funny.
Yeah.
I know this is kind of a small sidebar, but like a relevant one. I remember quite a while ago there was some dude who was reading. I think he's like talking to like Trump supporters. So I think this is when Trump was like trying to be president or was president or something like that. And he would go around reading like Hitler quotes, but he didn't tell them that's what they were.
Yeah.
And so these people would then be like, "Oh, you know, that doesn't sound like a bad idea," or "No, that sounds pretty good." And then he'd say who it's from. And they'd be like, "Oh, no, 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 no," um, and being like, uh, that kind of thing. Even with Kanye, with Kyrie, with that situation, makes me think of the philosopher Seneca, and he has a quote that goes along the lines of like, you know, I will say if I read something that I don't necessarily agree with, but I find a good line, then like it's a good line. You know, like that's a good quote, it's a good idea. Like I will accept that. You know, and so he'd go out of his way to like read things or like listen to people and being like, I don't necessarily like or agree with this person, what they're saying, but you know, a good idea or good line is what it is.
Yeah. There's an Onion article. The headline is devastating. Worst person you know has solid point.
Yeah, basically that. It's like, damn it.
But his economic policy, it wasn't that bad.
It's like, no.
Which actually, Hitler's economic policy was really, really bad. I don't know if you know about this.
I don't know anything about
So the thing when people were like, Hitler wasn't so bad. The thing I always point to is like he had a really good economic policy. Like Germany was doing great
Mhm.
before the end of World War II. He had turned Hitler's economy, not Hitler's economy. I mean, basically, but he had turned Germany's economy into a Ponzi scheme. um, the whole economy relied on being at war.
Right.
So if they weren't constantly at war, they couldn't make more money. They couldn't. Their GDP would shrink. The whole economy would collapse. So they had to always be at war.
Hmm.
But the thing is, if you conquer everybody, you can't be at war anymore.
Yeah, it kind of falls in on itself.
Yeah. And then everyone would turn on Hitler. Which,
That makes me, that makes me think of I love the movie Black Panther and the the antagonist in the movie Killmonger.
yes.
But that was also quite literally his plan. It's just a plan that leads into everything was fault in on itself because you did the thing that you're going to do, and now there's like no one else to point to or anything like that. And then you just become like your enemy. You know, the reason that you're doing this, you become like the people for the reason that you're doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's I mean that happens a lot, I think. A lot of narcissists do stuff. They're very short sighted
yeah,
and like they're like, well, if I do this, I'll be great. And they don't think about like many, many years down the line. It's kind of like walking to a Skechers and trying to get a shoe deal.
immediately.
I did. I mean, it's so funny. He got dropped by Adidas same day. He's
Mm.
walking into Skechers, being like, "All right, what do you got for me?"
Yeah, I just said these views and nobody really likes me. I've been dropped by a lot of people. But do you want my stuff though? You want my stuff? Like, no.
We don't got to talk about what I've said unless it was in song. Yeah.
Unless you agree.
No, okay, don't. All right, no.
No, that's okay. I'm just kidding. Unless no.
God, that's so.
Kanye is big enough that he could just start his own branding and whatever.
He can, yeah. Well,
And you can just do it.
yeah. I'm so. I wonder if there was anyone at Adidas, not Adidas, at Skechers that was like, guys, it's Kanye though.
There has to be. There has to be at least one. There has to be at least one who's just like, but like maybe
They're like, just sweep this under the rug,
we can
right?
look past it. Yeah, it's fine. Do you know how much money we're gonna make?
Well, no, but guys, have you heard Jesus Walks?
He talks about his very first album. Haven't you listened to Through the Wire? His mouth was closed, bro.
But guys, ever since that album came out, I've been part of the fraternity. Broke five, broke. They're like, I don't know. Donda wasn't that good though. I don't know what Donda is,
Yeah, who? What is that?
but it made me drop out of college and apply for a secretary position at Skechers.
And you know what? I'm pretty up here, so I haven't done too bad. It's Kanye, bro. I, I don't know.
We got less than a minute.
I know. We're
Also,
here.
once again, did not get the premium Zoom.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, maybe we'll be able to afford it one day.
It's expensive.
Yeah, but it's cool. But we can wrap this up quickly then. So we're saying like this one felt a lot better. And this was a great talk, and I look forward to the next one.
Yeah, yeah, it's good stuff.
Good stuff.
Yeah. All right, we'll see you next time, Surfs.
Yeah, we're not calling. I'm not gonna call you that.
Adidas, hit us up.
Sponsor us, please.
Yeah. Uh, look for our next sponsorship next week, I guess. For
God, could you imagine?